end up applying for like different roles. Like every week, I would have at least one interview. Like people would contact me, can we set up an interview with you? And then that was April. So May 4th is when I started applying for different positions. I would make it like my morning routine to apply for positions. So if I seen something that I met the criteria for, I would apply. And then interviews were like every week, sometimes twice a week or 3 times. I would have follow-up interviews. But I end up getting enrolled in my graduate degree, public health. I currently serve as the heart disease and stroke program manager.
I did not know that you had so many interviews per week for the second job, 1 to 3 a week. Wow. So my main question for you is, we didn't even plan for a question for me, but so you kind of said it at the end. So now that you have this skill set of knowing how to really navigate your career, you know how to write your resume, you know how to look for jobs, you know the importance of professional development and all of the things that are teach inside of the accelerator, you are less likely to sit in jobs that you're no longer satisfied with. Because like you said, at 2-year mark for the first one, you're like, okay, it's time to go. Whereas before, I know the other jobs that you had prior to the HR job, you had been there for years.
9 years.
9 years. So now that you have this skill set, you're more open and able to change when it's time to change and move to a different job.
Yes, and I guess with that HR background, I probably was a little judgmental of people who hopped around. But I did, learn that tip from you as well. Like, it's okay. You put in your time. It's not how it was years ago where you are able to vest in a job like you were years ago, and people aren't staying there to per se retire. You have the skill set to do whatever it is you want to do.
Yeah. What excites me about Sherika's story is that for the first time, really ever, with these last 2 macro jobs that she had, she's now really using her degree. She had a degree in public health. She was working in a social service organization. Yes, she was working in a SNAP connected program, but she wasn't always doing that originally. She was working in a completely unrelated area, human resources, where her passion is health. She's a Zumba instructor in her free time. So getting to those 3 P's that we're going to dive in is identifying what are your passions outside of work and what elements of those things, because you all usually have like a good 10 to 20, 30 of them. What maybe 1 or 2 of those can we take and then infuse into your career? Because in Sherika's free time, she's been doing it for the last 10 years. She does like free health education workshops in the community. It's not connected to her job. She just does it. She's on panels and all of the things talking about community health. So both of those roles were the first time she was really utilizing her degree, because she had been severely underemployed for 15 years, I would say. Yeah, a long time. So I love it, Sherika. Thank you so much. I don't think